Hello everyone, this is Neeraj here. Today is the 9th of April and I'm here with stats for the month of March in 2021. Very exciting. A lot of things happening in the market, as you probably know. This year, real estate market started with, right from the get-go in January with a fast speed. Like looking at it, it looks like the real estate on a highway speed right now. Continue to grow, to continue to going. The number of sales has actually almost doubled up in the month of March as compared to the month of March last year, which is 2020. As you guys know, last year, 2020, first half of the March was very busy, but the second half of the March, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it was put down to a pause button, or it says deliberately put a pause on this activities and was very slow. So what happened is when this slow down in the month of March, and April was also very slow. May kind of hover around, and then June markets start getting a little busier, and then till date it's continued to going up, and the activities are increasing. Today I'm going to show the numbers for the very latest numbers on the Toronto Real Estate Board from the month of March. Without any further ado, let me start sharing my screen. As usual, I'm going to go with the month, with the stats for the GTA as overall. So the average price, when you look at it, it's over $1 million in GTA, which is an average 18.3% up year over year. Number of sales is 33,500, which means, look at that, it's a demand and supply. Yes, there is a demand, there is supply increase, but at the same time, look at the demand and the consumption of that. It's actually 69% up, more consumption, more units being sold in the month of March. Number of days, again, one other factor which we always look at is it's 14 days, which is 22.2% less as compared to last year. Look at the months of inventory. I mean, this is less than 1 month of inventory right now, which means if no more listing or no more home come in the market for sale, just over a half month, or I will say, less than even 3 weeks, there'll be nothing else for sale, will be gone. Look at the condo prices. Condos are also, they are playing kind of a catch-up game when it comes to the number of sale and the prices. The prices have gone up by 2.6%. Average house condo price in a GTA is 676,000, and for the condo number of sales is 3,821, which means look at the number of sales. Even the condos are also selling at a greater pace right now. Let's look at, I'm going to go into a smaller market. I'm going to go Toronto as a whole. Average price has gone up by 4.2%. When you look at the number of sales, is up by 68.4%. 19 days is an average days on market, which is 18.8% up, actually, mind you, as compared to GTA. The Toronto has taken a little bit longer time to sell the property, but still we have a very strong sellers market, less than 1 month of, actually 3 weeks of inventory right now. But when I look at condo prices, it's actually have gone down in Toronto overall to $707,000, my negative of 0.7%. When it comes to the condo sales, it actually gone up. So which means you can tell there is a consumption, but the prices are gone down a little bit. Why? Because of the inventory in the city of Toronto. When it comes to Mississauga, Mississauga has an average price over $1 million as well for all home types. Average number of sales, the number of sales also 3,060, which is 62.9% up year over year. When it comes to days in market, this is 13.3% less, which is 13 days, which means property is selling faster as compared to last year. It just over, again, just a little bit over half a month of inventory in Mississauga. Mind you, probably in the past months you may have seen Durham and Brampton being the market, whereas they have less than 1 month of inventory. Right now, the GTA as a whole and Mississauga is also joining the same lobby. Average price has gone up in Mississauga as well for the condo to 584,500 for the average condo price, and the number of unit sale is also up 391, which is 73.8% up. When it comes to Brampton, again, Brampton is keeping the pace, very, very strong, just over a half a month of inventory. Average price is also over $1 million in Brampton, which is up by 25.7%. Which is amazing. It's like what's happening all in Brampton and this neighborhood in the Peel region. Number of unit sales. So number of sales is 3,473, which is 71.3% up. 8 days in the market. This is an average days on market, guys. It's 8 days, so which means the property is selling so fast. It's a lightning speed. It's property selling 33.3%. Reduced within days of the market. The condos are also selling from 44 last year in March to this year is 102% up, but 89 condos being sold. Average price has also gone up by 492,000. It's in Brampton, guys. This is definitely is leading. Oakville also joined the lobby with average price point of $1.4 million, which is 29.5% up as compared to last year. A number of unit sales is 1,318, which is 74.1% up. And average days on market has reduced 36.4%, which is 14 days. And month of inventory, again, right next to Brampton, just over a half a month of inventory. Condo prices are actually gone up 52%. So from a 590,000 to 900,000, a huge jump for a condo market in Oakville. When it comes to the condo sales, again jumped over 115% from a 32 to 69 units. When it comes to York region, look at that, guys. When we actually had over 5 months of 2-3 months of inventory in York region. Now we're talking about less than 1 month of inventory in the York region as well. Average price has gone up by 1.22, which is 21.3% up year over year. Number of units sold is also 81.3% up, which is 6,216. Average days on market is 15, which is 28.6 negative, which means properties are again selling faster. Condos are also selling. Look at that, guys. 149% increase in the condo sales unit-wise, from 179 to 447 units in 1 month. I mean, comparing, it's amazing. Never sold 400. If you're looking for 2018, 19, 20, never sold that for 400 in York region. Now it's happening. Average price has also gone up by 7.2%, which is $633,000 for a condo in. Looking at Durham, look at that. It's less than half a month of inventory, leading with strongest, I will say, the sellers market right now is Durham, which average price has gone up, catching up to almost 900,000, so like 895,000, which is 36.3% up in Durham region. Number of unit sales is also 59.5% up, 4,100, and average days on market is 8. Look at the Brampton. We're looking at the, guys, what is the speed the Brampton and the Durham region is doing all side by side. Average condo prices are also gone up by 21.6%, which is $482,000, and the number of units also up by 31.6%, which is 75 unit from 57 unit in 2020. Guys, look at the bigger market watch. Average. Now here we're talking 3 things: number of sales, active listings, and average price. Overall, what we're seeing right here on the TREB overall, we have 15,652 unit sales, active listing at 10,603, average price is over $1,097,000. If you're comparing it with either 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017 was 11,000 when the market was like a hottest, because I hope you remember when in April the 16-point fair housing plan came out, the number of unit sales actually exceeded that one in 2021. When look at the number of active listings, and also relatively a little bit higher, but when we're seeing the comparison ratios between the number of sales and active listings, actually seems like we are more tighter spot than 2017 right now. But look at the price point. From a 915 at that time, we were 1,097,000 right after the dip. So right from 2020, we start, recovering the numbers back again into the market. Let's talk about the average watch for the first quarter. In This is just for the first quarter, not for the year over year. It's the first quarter for the month from January till March, comparing only 3 months, not over the complete year. Look at the price increase, 18% up year over year. If just for a 3 month period, one first quarter. In 2017, it was 30% up, 30. So the price increase were more at that time. However, when we look at the figure is higher up, but look at the price increase. It was still relatively, I will say, control as thing in 2017, guys. These charts, sometimes when we look at just the price, or we start thinking, oh, how many, my neighbor is selling, and they bought it a couple of years ago for 700,000. Today they sell it for 900,000. We start drawing some conclusions without looking at that is a sustainable or non-sustainable market growth. So these charts helps us to understand what is happening. The price increase, how is that going? If 2015 was 10% up, 2016 was 14% up, 2017 was 30% up, and 2018 after that it gone down, because you know that after the fair housing market plan, what happened in 2018, it was negative 12%, and then start picking up again. 2019 1% up, 15% up, and 18% up again. It's a market watch. Just we need to see that. This is my mentioned multiple times, this is my favorite chart. It gives me shows me the 4-year trend, what is happening. By the way, guys, this is, again, we're referring back in February, March of 2017, when the first time we saw such a hyped up market, and we wanted the property to correct, and which actually did. It gone down after until August 2017. We saw that the price was below 750, which was north of 950 in the month of February of same year. Then after that, it covering again alongside, when we able to see that from a January, February. So this is where, again, last year when the shutdown happened, it was March, and then after we saw that March, and then April prices went down. April was right below again 850 mark, but very soon after, in May, it actually crossed the 850, and then in June it crossed the 900 mark, and after that in September of 2020, the market actually crossed the 950 mark again, and then went down a little bit in December, which is more thing that's seasonal, because in seasonal December, pretty much if you're comparing with November, December, January, December is generally the lowest month. We see that. I can go back here, and I can go back even here. Look at that. These are the 3 months. Again, December is the lowest one. And when you go back here, you look at November, December, and January. Still, December is the lowest one again in here. January was the lowest one in here, an exception. Here we look at it, December. This is November, December, and January. Again, the December was lowest in here as well. So even this is the January, this is December. So you're able to see December is generally lower than the as compared to January. December is lower. So this is where they saw the dip coming below 950, and then right back after it started with 950, and then crossed a million, and now it crossed a 1.05. Now it's almost touching a 1.1 million. Guys, this is like a trend line we're looking at. So is it a sustainable growth? Well, anything which is it quickly goes up, it actually goes down as well. So at some point correction becomes, but at the same time you have to look at the factors in where the demand and supply. Also looking at the mortgage interest rate. We're also going to look at the more people are working from home, and yes, we're getting a lot of vaccine. That's a good news, definitely, for Canadians. We're going to get a lot more vaccine coming in, and once vaccinated, hopefully we'll come back to normal life without the masks, without social distancing, with this COVID-19 to stop one day. But till that, we have to follow the guidelines. We have to follow not only what the government says, but also as our moral responsibility to maintain the distance, social, or I would say physical distancing. Stay home orders are already in place. Only essential services we are able to go out, but at the same time, they take care of yourself, take care of your family, but at the same time, keep an eye on the market as well. I always says you're never ever ever out of the market. You're always in the market. The only thing you need to keep an eye on it. Even if you are a buyer today, or if you're a seller today, or you're an investor today, you got to keep that in mind, because if you already bought the property, then guess what? You want to keep an eye how's your assets are doing. If you're building the assets on it, you wanted to see what equity have you built. And if you are a seller today, you wanted to see, is it a good time for me to sell and change and go to where I want to go next. Do I want to downsize, right size? I want to go into the country. I want to buy a bigger property. I want to upsize, whatever you wanted to do. And if you're an investor, then obviously needless to say, you are watching it. You're watching it all the time. Trend lines, these numbers every single month, I bring it for you. Hopefully these help you. And if you have any questions, feel free to discuss. I know there are some news in the market as well. So like shortly we are hoping to get some answers, like what does that mean. But if you have any question, feel free to give me a call. All my contact information is below this video. I'll look forward to meeting you guys again next month with April stats. Stay tuned. We'll talk soon. Have a great one. Bye bye.